Good morning, children. This is another session of Challenges of Nation Building. We have till now seen what are the three challenges, and we were dealing with the first challenge that India, though having different states, different groups, but how government has thought to bring them together. Okay, so this problem the government was dealing at the time of independence. So, till now, we have seen the government has thought how to bring first Muslim and Hindu issue come to an end through partition. Second is there was one more initiative taken by the central government to bring all the princely states together. You have also seen the incidences of Manipur and Hyderabad. You have also seen that how the government has taken step to bring all the princely states together. And in this session, you will see how the central government thought to bring all the states together and what are the procedures government has taken. Till now, we have seen that India was divided into princely states, and the government was deciding how to bring all those states into one head by one head, and it is taken care of by the one central government. So they were thinking of reorganization of states. The new challenge was how to bring all that different states coming under one zone so that it can be easily controlled by the central government. So government promised to the people that the Indian states will be formed based on the linguistic principle. They promised that the state which will be formed, that will be a language that will be a state having the same language and the language which they read and write or which they speak. So they promised everyone that they will follow the principle of language principle to divide different states. Though government promised that the state will be formed based on the linguistic principle, but soon government also realized that there were some drawbacks if they divide the states based on languages. The first problem, according to them, was if the language state will be formed, there might be also circumstances when those states will not follow the central government. They will act accordingly on their own and they will not follow the central government rules. Second problem what they faced is that language based states might bring about lot of disruption, disintegration. There will be again divisions among divisions based on the languages, and the different languages also have few disintegration. As we have already know, in India there have been a lot of languages, and in the language itself there is a lot of division. So there will be also chances that if the central government divide the states based on languages, there will be another division among each other. Third problem that arises to the central government is that these problems, when there will be a lot of disintegration and disruption, what will happen is the central government will be busy solving in that particular problem, and they could not solve the other problems like other social and economic problems that needs to be taken care of by the central government. So these problems, these drawbacks, once more given central government an idea that they should not follow the linguistic principle. So what they did is they completely postponed the division of states based on the languages. Okay, so we have seen that there's a princely state and how government want them to be bring together. So first they have decided to bring it through linguistic state. but then they have denied. So this brought about a lot of problem, and there was one movement formed called as Vishal Andhra State movement. In this, there were more Telugu speakers. They don't want to be in Madras anymore. So at that time, what happened? Madras was taking all Andhra Pradesh, now Kerala, Karnataka all together. But gradually, what happened? There an event occurred. This movement occurred where Andhra Pradesh was formed. Now let's see how it has been formed. This great leader called as Poti Siramalu, a Congress leader, he opposed and he went on an indefinite hunger strike. So after 56 days he died, and this brought a lot of chaos and tension among the people. The people, what they did is they came in street in a big crowd and police fired on them. So this brought a lot of death and chaos. And finally, Prime Minister announced the formation of separate Andhra state in December 1952. So now Andhra was no more part of the Madras province. You can see in this map that Madras took over all Karnataka, Kerala, and Andhra Pradesh, which is after the 1961, the map which was formed. You can see that Andhra is now the whole Madras is divided into Andhra Pradesh and Madras. There are different states have been formed. Due to this movement, as Andhra was formed, there were other states which are also demanding the state. It's a similar kind of movement to be started, and they also wanted to be divided on the basis of the linguistic state. So there have been an organization, a commission formed called a State Reorganization Commission in 1953. This commission was formed, and this commission has accepted the linguistic principle, and the whole India was divided into different provinces based on the languages they speak. So at the time of 1956, there was 14 states and 6 union territories. So you can see in this picture also where Jawaharlal Nehru is sitting. We can signify Jawaharlal Nehru as a central government, and we can see how people all around, they were protesting the government decision of not following the provincial the division of the state based on the linguistic principle. So you can see that there are big leaders on that. It has been written Maha Gujarat. So Gujarat also wanted another separate state. You can see Samyukta Mahayatta, that is also another state. Then you can see Maharashtra, then Vishal Andhra incident you have seen. So this particular picture signifies at the time of reorganization of states, and you can see how people were against the central government decision of not following the linguistic state to be one of the principle to divide the state. So since the Indian independence, the boundaries of the Indian states keeps on changing year after year. You can still now see that the changes have been occurred of different states based on the languages that they speak. So from 565 princely states and 17 provinces before partition to 14 states and 6 union territories following the reorganization of states in 1956 to 29 states and 7 union territories in 2014. So you can see a lot of changes has occurred from the reorganization of states in 1956 to 2014. And now, after the bifurcation of Jammu and Kashmir, to 28 states and 9 union territories are there.